Hello. I just read Micah chapter 6 with my breakfast, getting ready for work here. He starts off telling them to go to the mountains with your voice and put your protest before the mountains. Kind of a silly thought, but basically, why are you disobeying me? Bring your reasons up and let's talk about your reasons. And then he gives some logic here. What did I do to you? How have I wearied you? Testify against me. What are your charges against me that you would stop doing what you were told? And then he reminds them again what he's done good for them. He brought them out of Egypt, freed them from slavery. He put prophets in front of them, Moses and Aaron, and Joshua and the prophets afterwards. And he took care of them. And what do they do in return? They don't sacrifice properly. They sacrifice like a little calf instead of a full cow. They act greedy, take land from people who need it. They don't love justice and mercy, and they don't walk humbly with God like they're supposed to. They're not living a life of faith after all that God's done for them. And so the charges are now against them. His logic takes the situation and turns it back on them. He's taken care of us. What have you done? You've stolen from the poor. It's not a good indictment here. The judgment's coming, and in the latter half of the chapter, he talks about what the judgment is. It's a judgment that was given to them back in Leviticus, and they should know it. He's going to make them sick. They'll be desolate. They'll eat and not be satisfied. They will sow but not reap. He mentions stomping on the olives but not having the oil to anoint, and harvesting grapes but not having wine. That kind of thing. They'll put all their effort into this worldly thing and not get anything out of it. And I do think that was literal. Like, I think that happened. The harvest was ruined for some reason, whatever it was. Whatever God used to fulfill that. But I also think we can take this into our lives and say, well, yeah, sometimes I put all this work into a worldly thing and I get it and I'm not satisfied. It's not good. I used to think all I needed was a good paying job and a house and my family. Like, that's all I need. And I kind of got that in the military. My prayers were answered, you might say. Those worldly prayers, those worldly wants, they didn't satisfy me either. Even when I had time off from work and I didn't have to work, I wasn't satisfied. So I think, yeah, if we're left to our own sins, we'll never be satisfied. And that's what he did. He just left them. So the application here is to walk in faith. Value that faith. Take care of it. And then you'll be satisfied. I know I am. I'm way more satisfied. I just had the best Thanksgiving ever, just being able to be with my family, clean house, prepare food. Way more satisfying than in the past when I was trying to jump between houses and eat as much as I can and drink as much as I can, and I wasn't satisfied then. A whole lot more satisfying this time. So, yeah. Walk in faith. Cherish it.